Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another presentation of Table Rock Sports high school basketball action today between the Cascade Christian Challengers and the Santiam Christian Eagles. Glad you could be with us this afternoon. Jim McCoy here, along with Diego Jimenez, operating the camera today, showing the action for you, and looking forward to bringing you this non-conference basketball game. And though it's a non-conference basketball game tucked away on a holiday weekend, there's no understating the importance of this game in terms of two top programs in the Oregon 3A getting a chance to see where they really fit in the grand scheme of things of the state's overall picture. As you can see up on the scoreboard, well, we're about 7 minutes away from the beginning of this afternoon's ball game between these two teams. What we'll do right now is we'll take an opportunity to recognize our sponsors, and when we return, we'll get you ready for the start of today's ball game between the Eagles and Challengers on Table Rock Sports.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Back at the Cascade Christian Pavilion, Jim McCoy along with Diego Jimenez getting ready for the start of today's ball game among two programs that know quite a bit about each other. Both teams, both schools with a long-standing history of excellence in athletics. These two teams met up for the, if you will, unofficial spring football championship back a couple of months ago, and ended up being a dramatic, hard-fought ball game, won by the Challengers 13-10. But over the years, whether you're talking about basketball, baseball, football, you name the sport, it's gone back and forth between these schools, speaking to how competitive that they are. Right now, taking a look at the season thus far for the Eagles, they opened up their season with a loss to Dayton, 64-52 back on May 19th, and I'm sure that Santiam Christian, not unlike about every other school around the state of Oregon, they're hastily putting their rosters together, getting their guys playing, and depending upon the school and how they've operated things, there may be a very good possibility that their players really haven't had a chance to get much practice time in together, and in a lot of cases with a multi-sport athlete, you can be a perfectly good conditioned athlete for football. And then you come into basketball, it's, the pace of the game is different. The way the game's played is different. And sometimes it takes some adjustments. But after that loss to Dayton, they've won 3 in a row, beating Cross Hill Christian by 4. 17-point winner against Harrisburg, 59-32. And then just a couple of days ago, blowout victory against Pleasant Hill. For the Challenger boys, they come in with a 5-0 record, having beaten South Umpquat, Days Creek, Hosanna Triad, Trinity Lutheran, and conference rival Brookings Harbor. So, again, the Challengers coming in at 5-0. The Eagles coming in with an overall record of 3-1. But again, perennially one of the top programs in the Oregon 3A. Looking at that Eagles roster, you know that anybody on that roster with the name Maurer, which they have Josh Maurer, senior guard out this year, and he'll be, at least in my mind, if they end up having a all-state team, Oregon 3A Boys Basketball Player of the Year, he'll be a candidate. They'll be very much in the running for that. Then there's a lot of other names that we recognize as far as Guy Jackson Reisinger. We know him from football season. Levi Villers, another outstanding athlete. Those are just a few of the guys that we expect to be major factors into today's ball game. And then looking over at the other side of things, a lot of new faces on the Challengers roster. Some guys that we haven't seen before. One of them being 6'10" freshman Austin Maurer. Now, if anybody that is a fan up Corvallis way of Oregon State sports, you recognize that name Maurer because Austin's dad, Marty, was an outstanding tight end for the Beavers back when they played in the Fiesta Bowl and beat Notre Dame. He's a tight end on that team. Got a cup of coffee in the NFL with the Giants and the Chargers. Then Austin's twin brother, Peyton, will be coming off the Challenger bench, and another up-and-coming player. So those are a couple of guys I haven't seen before. Also a couple of transfer students, a couple of seniors. Levi Marinkus coming over from North Medford. He has ended up being, he was an outstanding soccer player for the Challengers just a couple of months ago, and then quickly made a seamless transition to being a top-flight jumper in track and field, and ended up taking second in the state in the culminating meet that was just a couple of short weeks ago. And along with him, Morgan Law, the transfer from Grants Pass. He's also a senior. But both of these guys give the Challengers a really nice perimeter threat. So we're looking, I guess you could take from all of this, we're looking for an excellent ball game today between a couple of top programs. And I think this is one of those games that really gauges where you are as a program. Both of them have had outstanding records to date. But what's going to happen when they go up against another team that is just as good or maybe even better than they are? We'll see. It's going to be a fun matchup to watch this afternoon. Also, for you fans of Challenger hoops, just keep in mind that coming up after this matchup, they'll be in action. Basically, any home game that the Challengers play, be it boys basketball or be it girls basketball, will be presenting for you right here on Table Rock Sports. And most of those games are going to be tipping off at 6 p.m. So I invite you to tune in and follow along during the course of the season. Even for today's being a holiday, it's not something you wonder how the turnout's going to be for a high school sporting event, but we have a pretty nice turnout for what it is today. And so we should hear a little bit of crowd noise along the way. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll return with more high school hoops on TableRockSports.net.
If you're a coach or plan to be a coach, what kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guys! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first-name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do, and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Back here at the Pavilion, we're getting ready for the start of today's game between the Eagles and Challengers. The Eagles, their starting lineup, Stone Spangle, a senior. He'll be joined in the lineup by number 2, Jackson Reisinger. And Colby Hill, you see him wearing the number 3, and the Eagles wearing black today with red numerals. Devin Fitzpatrick. Then Josh Maurer, the Eagles coached by Tyler Ropp, assisted by Jason Carley and Ben Galcerin. And now let's meet the starting lineup for the Cascade Christian Challengers under the direction of Coach Brian Morris, now in his 32nd year with the program, owner of 605 career victories. Cody Reese, 5'9" junior. He'll start in the backcourt. And there with them will be 5'9" senior Braden Coppage. We'll also have in the lineup forward Matt McFeeters. A 6'2" senior. And then Morgan Law checking in. The transfer from Grants Pass. And then rounding out the starting lineup, Austin Maurer. Challengers in their home white uniforms. These are a new look. They silver or gray. I'll let you debate that for those of you who maybe have better color clarity than I do. But those are new uniforms for them this year. And now the Eagles, as the visiting team, they forego the jump ball at center court, and they'll go ahead and get right into the action. So by virtue of being the visitor, the Eagles will get the ball first. Here we go, taking the inbound. Colby Hill out of backcourt, being guarded by Reese. They'll pass over left wing, up top it goes. They'll go inside to Baher. Baher has it stripped away by the Challengers. Cody Reese will bring it out of backcourt up to Morgan Law. Law has it taken away by Baher. Quickly, he finds out in front of the pack. It is Stone Spangle. He misses the layup, and now McFeeters will bring it out of backcourt. Challenger basketball. Law, skip pass over to Reese. He'll fire from the short corner. He can't get the roll. McFeeters with the offensive rebound. Law has it. He'll swing it for Maurer. Maurer will make a move to the hoop, and he has his shot rejected by Bauer. That's going to be an interesting matchup to watch today, because you can see while that 6'10" Austin has few people that can keep up to him, Bauer's not far behind him in the height department, and what's more, he has plenty of athleticism and basketball skill to boot. As a matter of fact, his dad, a coach here at Santiam Christian just a few short years ago. Inbounding to Coppage. Coppage finds McFeeters. He'll make a move to the hoop. He's fouled, and that'll bring him to the free throw line. McFeeters just went off against Brookings Harbor last Thursday. In that game, McFeeters led the Challengers on 10 of 11 shooting from the field. So feeling it on that night, and that's going to be one of the nice things about this Challengers team. You look at a kid like Austin Maurer, you think he's going to be the go-to guy. Well, the Challengers have many ways that they can beat you, and McFeeters is one of them. He'll make the first free throw attempt. Puts the Challengers on top, 1-0. McFeeters misses the second. 1-0 ball game. Spangle over on the deep wing. Passes cross court, making a move to the hoop. Missing with the left hand is Colby Hill, but we have a whistle stopping play underneath the Eagle basket. That'll go against Cody. That'll be his first personal foul of the ball game. For those familiar with the Challengers, knows that Cody is going to be the guy that's going to be guarding the opposition's best perimeter player, and probably gives us a little bit of a tip about the game of Colby Hill. He makes the free throw and misses the second. Challengers with a 2-1 lead, and as we kind of iron things out, get things settled in here with our scoreboard to start the game. Reese with a move to the hoop. Shot rims off. Taking the rebound out of backcourt is Bauer. They'll swing it for Hill. Moves to his left. Little motion offense here to start the ball game. Devin Fitzpatrick wearing number 4. Now back for Spangle. Looking inside for Bauer, but tipped back out by McFeeters. Law with the basketball. Reese goes to the hoop with the left hand, but he is fouled. He took a pretty good knock in the back of the head. Wants to get the license number of that truck. Getting ready to check into the ball game. Levi Marinkus, senior transfer from North Medford. Free throw attempt on its way. Nothing but net. So the Challengers getting it done at the charity stripe. 3 of 3 on the young afternoon. And Reese will look at a second. Marinkus in the ball game. Coppage will come out. Cody with the second. The shot is up, and it's good. Cody puts the Challengers up by 3. It's a 4-1 ball game. Out of backcourt, Hill guarded by Reese. That's going to be a fun matchup to watch throughout the day. Bounce pass over for Jaden Roth, who's in the ball game. Bauer, and now shooting from downtown. Way short, no good by Reisinger. Challengers take it out of backcourt. Reese with a long pass. Forward to Law. His shot in and out. No good. Going back the other way, Santiam Christian. Fitzpatrick with it now to Hill. Swings it for Roth, who just checked into the ball game. Now Hill against Marinkus. Levi will be whistled for the personal. For the Challengers, that'll be their second team foul. Eagles will inbound underneath their own basket. Bauer gets it in for Roth. Up top it goes for Hill. Hill, bounce pass taken away by McFeeters. And it'll be Challenger basketball. We have a whistle against the Eagles. And for Bauer, that'll be his first personal of the ball game. Marinkus. That's one thing about this Challenger team. All 3 of those guys you see in the backcourt right now are good ball handlers, and no sooner than I say that, Law has trouble with the ball, and the Eagles take it away. On the move is Bauer. Maurer with the rebound, has it stripped away by Bauer, and he lays it up and in. Bauer makes it a 1-point ball game. Marinkus wheels and deals out of the backcourt. Up top it goes for Reese. Reese Little crossover, kicks it out for Marinkus. Marinkus starts a drive, picks up his dribble for Maurer. Now to Law in front of the Eagle bench. He's going to make a move to the hoop. He gets the friendly roll, and the Challengers now up by 3. About midway through the first quarter of play, shooting from downtown. Missing the shot is Fitzpatrick. Law out of backcourt. Skip pass over to Maurer, now into the short corner for Reese. Reese loses defender. He'll pull up and shoot. That one just a little hair short. Rebound by Santiam Christian. Fitzpatrick, he'll kick it out for Hill. Hill. Outside it goes to Reisinger. Reisinger guarded by Maurer. See the Eagles here trying to be patient, look for a good shot. Making a move to the hoop. Nice move in the paint by Roth. And it's a 1-point game. Maurer feeds it for Marinkus. He has a look. He buries it. Levi Marinkus, and that's his stock and trade as the long bomb. He and Law both can drain it. And by the way, don't take Maurer for granted either in terms of knocking down the 3 ball. Ball tipped around. Marinkus in traffic. He had Baher there along with Reisinger. You can hear him down on the floor a little bit asking, is it time for a media timeout? And it is. So we will go ahead and take one. That means us here at Table Rock, John L. Scott scoreboard, 9-5 ball game. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Back here at the Pavilion, Table Rock Sports says thank you to the over 100 new YouTube subscribers this spring. It helps us keep the games coming. Go to youtube.com, search Table Rock Sports, and click on the red subscribe button if you would like to join the team. Thank you very much. And, of course, we got a lot of sponsors to help make this possible, including our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore, Jeep Dodge Chrysler. Visit lithiasuperstore.com. And then also Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon, our presenting sponsor with 7 locations to serve you. Back to action. I wouldn't read a whole lot of the score. It's been a really pretty much an even ball game between these two teams. Maybe the Challengers with a little more success in terms of getting their shots to fall. Coppage is back in the ball game, along with Marinkus, Law, McFeeters, and Maurer. They're going to feed the ball over to McFeeters. He goes hard to the hold, but just a little bit deep there. So it's the Eagles out of backcourt. Up top it goes. Now to, got a new player here in the ball game, and ball rims off. Into the ball game is Benjamin Bourne wearing number 23. He's in there along with Baher, Hill, also Reisinger, and Wyatt Vanderhoof, who's checked in. Law with the basketball to McFeeters. He'll go ahead and make a move out of that high post spot. His shot a little bit too hard, no good. Maurer with a putback attempt. He can't get it to go, but the Challengers get the lucky bounce. Now Marinkus fires from range. His shot just a little bit long, no good. Off the hands of Braden Coppage. Now Reese back in the ball game. McFeeters will take a breather. Challengers have had a tendency over the last couple of years to be, shall we say, vertically challenged. Needless to say, with the presence of Austin Maurer on the roster and Law and Marinkus, who have decent size, McFeeters, that's not a problem anymore, and that allows Coach Morse to do a lot of plug and play. Making a move to the hoop is Hill. Foul called against Cascade. That's going to go against Cody Reese. That'll be his second personal foul of the ball game. For the Challengers, their third team foul, and at the free throw line will be Colby Hill. First free throw attempt, nothing but net. Perfect form there. And Hill draws the Eagles within 3. He'll have another look. This one goes. And now it's a 2-point ball game. Reese and the Challengers facing a little bit of backcourt pressure from Santiam. Up the floor it goes. Maurer, he has an open 3, and he gets it to go. Austin Maurer puts the Challengers up by 5. Yeah, you don't want to leave him out there. Rasinger, bounce pass, making a move to the hoop. And that is Bourne with the miss. Challengers quickly out of backcourt. Law with it. Skip pass for Maurer. He eyes another triple. He's on fire. So Coach Ropp says, I've seen enough of that. And he's going to call a timeout. We'll go ahead and take one as well. And we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Way to ride would be just to get on the bus and go. RVTD helps me to be independent. The bus goes everywhere I need to go. I've become pretty good friends with even some of the drivers. They really care about the passengers. I have to use the power wheelchair, which makes it convenient to have to ride the bus because they have the ramps that go down so you can get on and off really easy. I feel very safe. Now more than ever, RVTD is a very important part of this community. I don't know where I'd be without it.
Sports leagues and activities for the entire family are coming your way from the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. It's time to sign up now for summer fun. Go to playmedford.com where you'll find the Coach Pistole softball camp, June 12th through 14th, led by the SOU national champion coach and players. You'll also find junior golf lessons and USTA youth tennis programs, along with all your other favorites. Visit playmedford.com or register today. Today's game is brought to you in part by Avista Utilities and our friends from My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Morning motivation, crunch in your lunch, and fuel for your road trip begins with My Circle K. Eagles come out with a lineup of Colby Hill and Jackson Reisinger. You can see them there in the backcourt. Up front, they'll have Maurer, along with Jackson Hughes, who's in the ball game, as well as Vanderhoof. It's Maurer at the free throw line. They'll swing it around, and the shot by Vanderhoof, no good, but the putback attempt. There with it is Jackson Hughes. And it makes it a 15-9 ball game. Quickly going the other way, Cascade Christian, now to Maurer. Maurer almost had a little bit of a Euro step look to it. They're going to whistle Maurer for the foul. Getting a call for over the back. So trailing by 6, the Eagles get the ball back with 27 seconds left to go in the first quarter of play. Bounce pass to Vanderhoof. Pass it down in the corner. And inside it goes, and a nice look, nice teamwork there by the Eagles as they get the easy bucket. 11 seconds to go, 4-point ball game. McFeeters, he'll drive the baseline. His shot no good. Rims off, and coming out of backcourt will be Bauer. Up the floor quickly it goes. Reisinger, his shot long, no good. And that will end the first quarter of play. After a 1 quarter of action, on your John L. Scott scoreboard, you can see it is the Challengers 15, the Eagles 11. We'll be back after this timeout on Table Rock Sports.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep Dodge, and of course, Ram Trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love my team, I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at SouthernOregonSports.com.
Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon at 950 Royal Avenue in Medford. Hope you are enjoying today's game. They have a wide range of eye care services for the entire family. Visit eyecaresouthern.oregon.com to learn how Dr. Brian Mitchell and his team can help you with your vision needs. Getting ready to start the second quarter. Challengers have led throughout pretty much the whole ball game, but it has been close. Make no mistake about it that this is a good matchup today, and this will put both programs to the test. Marinkus will get ready to inbound for Reese. He's in there in the backcourt. Up front will be Law, Maurer, and Matt McFeeters. Reese between the circles. Marinkus skip past to Law. He has an open three. His shot no good. Gets his own rebound. Tries the left hand. That's no good. But Maurer is there. He can't get the shot to go. Out of backcourt come the Eagles. Vanderhoof with the basketball. Hughes is number 11. Down in the corner it goes to Reisinger. Bauer draws the Eagles within 2. Reese out of backcourt to Maurer in the high post. He'll dump it off for Law. Thinks about a shot. Instead feeds it inside to Maurer. Maurer, though, has it tipped away, and, he's going to get a good workout today. He's got some guys that can run with him, and for the freshman, I think this will be a valuable experience for him, regardless of what the result is today. Vanderhoof passes to Bauer. Bauer's shot in and out, no good. Ball's loose underneath. Said it was last touched by Cascade Christian. Reisinger will take care of the inbound. Braden Kopp is checking in for the Challengers. Cody Reese will get a breather. They'll work it over in the corner. Reisinger, he buries it. And a timeout called as the Eagles take the lead, 16-15, 6:37 left to go in the half. We'll take a timeout and be back with more here on Table Rock Sports.
RBTD all my life. When we moved to Talent, that's when we purchased our house.
All those memories were in that little spot for 17 years.
Everything in that house, all our firsts, everything gone.
Now more than ever, with so many families being displaced, their kids will still be able to come to school, to Phoenix and Talent, because they'll be able to use RBTD.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
So your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Back here at the Cascade Christian Pavilion. Challengers now trail by 1. Law with the double team, now to Marinkas. Law going to start a drive. Swings it back out. Maurer. Marinkas will shoot. That's his first miss of the day. Rebound to Bauer and Santiam Christian. Shot from downtown by the Eagles. That was Hughes with it. He can't get it to stick. Challengers with the ball, near steal by Hughes. McFeeder's going to go hard to the hole. Quick defense closing in on Marinkas, who gets it to Coppage. Now goes up top for Law. Maurer moves to his right. Dumps it underneath for Marinkas. Little fadeaway jumper. It rolls off. Maurer out of backcourt. Spins, swings it over for Reisinger. His shot a little bit long, no good. Ball's tipped around. Reisinger there. He can't get it to go. Coppage with the rebound. Outlets for Law. Quickly it goes up the floor for McFeeders against Bauer. He loses the handle on the basketball. Vanderhoof is there. Vanderhoof leading the charge. Going against Law. Shot rejected by Morgan. It'll go out of bounds. So after the Eagles took that lead on the 3 ball, it's gone a little quiet for both teams offensively in the last couple of moments. 15-11 the score was. So the Challengers haven't scored in this quarter yet. Vanderhoof, Reisinger on the baseline. Hughes, he's got an opening. He'll shoot it in and out. The Coppage is there for the rebound. Laws to Maurer, and his pass intended for Marinkas is broken up by Santiam Christian. And a foul called against Cascade. And it'll be Braden Coppage whistled for his first personal of the ball game. For the Challengers, that'll be their 15th foul of the contest. 4 for Santiam Christian. They'll inbound to Vanderhoof. And a backcourt violation, the call on the inbound play, so the Challengers get it back. Challengers needing to break this cold spell here. Law. McFeeders. Now to Maurer. Maurer dumps it off for Coppage. Coppage looking inside, nothing there. Marinkas has a look, but Bauer quickly closes on him. Back out it goes. So this defense by Santiam Christian suffocating to the Challengers. Around the horn it goes. Marinkas. Maurer, he'll shoot. His shot a little bit short. Rebound by Fitzpatrick. He's out of the ball game. Bauer, skip pass over, and shooting it is Fitzpatrick. He misses it. Challengers rebounding. Quickly up the floor it goes to Marinkas. Marinkas with a couple of defenders on him. He'll have to kick it back out. McFeeder's on the high right wing. Cross court to Maurer. Swings a pass to McFeeders. He starts a drive. And we have a whistle. A foul called against. That's going to go against Devin Fitzpatrick. Both teams with 5 team fouls each. Timeout on the floor. John L. Scott scoreboard, 16-15 Eagles. We'll be back shortly with more action on Table Rock Sports.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep Dodge, and of course, Ram Trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
For almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, vehicle, or business needs. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass supports our schools and communities. Now, you can tell one thing that the Challengers are going to have a difficult time with if Santiam is good in their transition defense. They've already shown the ability to suffocate in the half-court game. Coppage, now for Law. Law looking inside, finds Marinkus. Marinkus starts to make a move. Nothing happening there with the defense from Santiam. That was Jaden Roth. McFeeters, he'll make his move, kicks it over for Coppage. Coppage, little head fake, now to Law. Law's going to go hard to the hoop. And now Marinkus gets a look from downtown. It's a little bit short. Rebound by Hill. Hill out of backcourt. His team leading by 1 with 2:56 left to go in the first half. Now a steal by the Challengers and Marinkus. Eagles doing a good job of getting back and forcing them into a half-court set. Law going to pull up and shoot. Nothing but air. And I think that just kind of glided over Matt, and he didn't quite see it. It ended up out of bounds, and he might have had a shot at getting that rebound. Coppage is going to come out of the ball game. Austin Maurer back in. But after it was 15-11 at the end of the first quarter, here we are with just 2:37 left to go in the first half. And the Challengers have been outscored 5-0 in the second quarter. Meanwhile, Hughes with it. Has it blocked by Maurer. Tracks down his own ball. Now Hill's going to shoot it. His shot is short. Reese with the long rebound. Good hustle by Cody Reese. He'll wheel and deal out of backcourt. Going to go hard to the hold. Lays it up on the left hand. 2. Cody Reese. He'll lull you to sleep. He's like a cobra. He'll lull you to sleep. Next thing you know, he's gone. Vanderhoof with the basketball. Reisinger now to Hughes. Hughes looking inside. Ball tipped away. Getting a hand on it is Levi Marinkus. Now Coppage returns to the ball game. McFeeters will take a breather. Inbounding will be Baher from the side. Then also, both teams really going liberally to their bench and kind of see them shifting things around a little bit. Fitzpatrick also back for Santiam Christian. Hill with the basketball, guarded by Reese. Reisinger. Up top it goes. Hill's going to drive. Dumps it off for Hughes. Good look there, but good defense by the Challengers. Baher, top of the key, swings it inside. Nice look there, but he can't convert. Coppage with the basketball, back to Reese. Challengers lead by 1. Coppage going to try to make a move to the hoop, but it's rejected by Baher. Running down the basketball in the corner. Good hustle play there by Fitzpatrick. Now to Baher. Baher loses the basketball. Ball's loose on the floor. Law's there and Coppage is there. And on the alternating possession, now there also might be a matter of if a timeout had been called by the Challengers in time. Little discussion going on among the three-man crew. And a 30-second timeout. So that'll allow us to take a quick break here, and we'll be back with more here on Table Rock Sports.
Navy for 4 years. I went in for education, employment, and travel, and the Navy gave me all of that. I have medical appointments out of the VA Dome. It's a big blessing to us veterans to have transportation, to be able to get out into the community and get involved. I have a cart and do my grocery shopping. When it's loaded, they lower the ramp for me so I can get it on the bus. Now more than ever, I think RVTD is the bus company with a heart.
17-16, John L. Scott scoreboard reads in favor of Cascade Christian, who have been outscored by the Eagles just 5-2 here in the second quarter, an indication of the matchup that we figured that we would have today between a couple of top flight programs here in the state of Oregon at the 3A level. Marinkus looking inside, nobody there. Out of Maurer. Law with it up high. Going to dribble, going to go inside, pull up and shoot. His shot a little bit short. Hughes there for Santiam Christian. And then looks like there might be some kind of, I said something about injury time, and so McFeeters will come out. Reese is in. Well, Reese is out, I should say. Coppage in. 28 seconds left to go in the first half. Maurer with the basketball, tries to move hard to the hoop. His shot no good. Defense there by Maurer. They'll outlet up the floor for Laws. Laws to McFeeters. McFeeters saves it. Maurer's there. Maurer's ends up getting knocked to the floor by Vanderhoof. And the Eagles with a foul to give. The Challengers will inbound. McFeeters to Coppage. And shooting from downtown, it is Law. He can't get it to go. Rebound. Hill. Hill going to pull up and shoot. His shot no good. So your score at halftime, it is the Cascade Christian Challengers 17 and the Santiam Christian Eagles 16. We'll take a timeout and we'll be back with your halftime report right here on Table Rock Sports.
RBTD all my life. When we moved to Talent, that's when we purchased our house.
All those memories were in that little spot for 17 years.
Everything in that house, all our firsts, everything gone.
Now more than ever, with so many families being displaced, their kids will still be able to come to school to Phoenix and Talent because they'll be able to use RBTD.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
So your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
My Circle K, powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
US Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All US Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. US Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for US Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
Back here at the Cascade Christian Pavilion, Jim McCoy along with Diego Jimenez bringing you non-conference boys basketball action among two of the best programs you'll find in the Oregon 3A ranks, with the Santiam Christian Eagles and the Cascade Christian Challengers. Now, some of you may ask, hey, wait a minute, I thought the Challengers had a 1-point lead at halftime. Well, just after we'd gone to break, there had been a foul that had been called at the buzzer. That sent Hill to the free throw line for the Eagles, and he converted one of his attempts, and that ties up the game. And it seems like that's almost really kind of a fitting ending to the half and a fitting score, given the type of game that we've had, because it has been. And now we say it's the Eagles that have outscored the Challengers 6-2 in the second quarter, giving you an idea of the. It's been a combination of a defensive struggle, and then it's also been a little combination of teams struggling to hit shots they ordinarily take. You can see both teams have good perimeter shooters. They're good looks, and they've got good form on them. It's not like they're taking something out of the ordinary, but they're not able to get those to fall. But I tell you what, it's been a great matchup. It's been fun watching Bauer for Santiam Christian and Maurer for the Challengers go at it. And then we see some good backcourt battles between the likes of Colby Hill for Santiam and Cody Reese for Cascade Christian. And it's added up to what has been a hard-fought ball game. This is going to be one of those games that's pretty much going to go right down to the wire. You get the feeling, and that, it's just what you would expect. And I think these are the kind of games that Coach Brian Morris for the Challengers knows are going to be a benefit for his program, that the matchups that are going to make you better are the ones where you're taking on teams that are at least as good, if not better than you are. And I don't know that we're necessarily, to put it diplomatically, going to see a whole lot of that opportunity here in Southern Oregon. I think we'd expected Brookings Harbor to be a tough out for the Challengers over at their place, and it turned out the Challengers blew them out in that game. So nothing there. Expect Sutherland could have the makings of being a good ball game. But really, if you want to get an idea of who's got an opportunity to maybe make some noise, and at the end of the season we'll have some type of culminating tournament to wrap things up. And this kind of gives you an idea whether you got the championship potential in you or not. And certainly both teams have played like the two top contenders that you would expect them to be. Right now, things are knotted up at halftime, 17-17. We'll take a timeout, recognize our sponsors, and when we return, we'll have more for you right here on Table Rock Sports. Don't you dare go away.
Coach, or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Halftime here at the Cascade Christian Pavilion. The Challengers and Eagles knotted up at 17 apiece. Today's game is brought to you in part by Avista Utilities and our friends from My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Morning motivation, crunch in your lunch, and fuel for your road trip begins with My Circle K. Just moments away from the start of the second half, want to remind you that you can go to Table Rock Sports and enjoy a full slate of high school action. As a matter of fact, I'll try to go ahead and get to the app on my phone right now just to give you an idea of what's in store this week, because from the 6A ranks all the way down to here, our level here at the 3A, there's a lot going on at Table Rock, and they're here to keep you up to date on all of the action that is going on if you can't make it. It's sure been handy this year where, I mean, things are starting to loose up in terms of the regulations and so forth for attendance and all. But I'm sure, no doubt, we've got people listening along the way up in the Corvallis area, Santiam Christian fans wanting to follow along with their team. And then we have folks here locally that are probably, got plenty going on and wish they could be here, but they can't. Want to remind you that tomorrow the Cascade Christian Challenger boys will be in action here against St. Mary's. That game will tip off at 6 o'clock. And then on Table Rock Sports, if you're a fan of the girls' team, the Challenger girls will be over playing the Crusaders over at their place. And again, that's a 6 p.m. start. Also, we have a 5A team, 6A program going at it. Crater against South Medford. That game will be a 6:45 tip-off. North Medford against Grants Pass. That game is set to start at 6:45. And both the boys and the girls' games will be video streamed. So make sure you check all of that out. And also don't forget about the going on YouTube and becoming a subscriber. Maybe there was a game, maybe this game, Maybe you know somebody who wanted to see today's game, but they're off doing holiday activities and missing out on it. Well, they don't have to miss out on seeing how the game went, because that will be loaded after the game onto YouTube, and you can see video on demand that way. We'll go ahead and take a final timeout before we get started with the second half. It's knotted up at 17 apiece. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
It is our title sponsors who make this live high school athletic action possible on Table Rock Sports, including our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore, Jeep Dodge Chrysler. Visit lithiasuperstore.com. And you can find your next ride. Also, to Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon, our presenting sponsor with 7 locations to serve you. Getting ready to start the second half. Challengers up front, 15-11 at the end of the first quarter. Then they really battened down the hatches. Both teams did defensively. And they didn't see a whole lot of scoring, and the game is currently knotted up at 17 apiece. Coming out on the floor for Santiam Christian, Maurer is wearing number 21. Also out there is Stone Spangle, number 1. Colby Hill wearing number 3. Number 4 is Devin Fitzpatrick. And number 2 is Jackson Reisinger. Challengers come out with Cody Reese, Matt McFeeters, Austin Maurer, Morgan Law, and Levi Marinkas. Maurer with the inbound. Eagles will move from right to left here in the second half. Maurer gets McFeeters, loses the defender, but a steal by the Challengers. Wheel out the floor, and it goes to Marinkas. He lays it up and in. The defense creating some offense for the Challengers, and they take the 2-point lead. Maurer against McFeeters. They'll swing it around the horn. Reisinger with it on the left wing. And entry pass broken up by McFeeters. So good active hands defensively for the Challengers. Reisinger with the inbound for Santiam Christian. I'll get it for Hill. Down in the corner. Reisinger back to Hill. Maurer being defended by McFeeters, and once again breaking up the pass. But they're going to go ahead and call him for the touch foul. That'll be his first personal foul of the ball game. Just the first team foul for the Challengers here in the opening moments of the second half. Maurer with the inbound for Fitzpatrick. Now to Hill. Reisinger looking inside, nothing there. He's going to drive against Law. Reverse layup, ties up the game. Recognized the advantage he had in speed and took advantage to tie up this game. Marinkas for Law. Get a pass to Reese, and it is grabbed by Maurer. Maurer out of backcourt, looking to go coast to coast. He'll find Reisinger in the corner. His shot no good. Quickly going the other way, Reese with it. He'll pull up, he'll shoot. Just a little too much English on it, but McFeeters is there, but it is taken away by Hill. Colby Hill out of backcourt. Swings it for Reisinger. He'll work his way inside. The little runner, no good. Cody Reese, smallest man on the floor, comes away with a rebound. Reese going to penetrate. Loses the ball inside for a moment. And they're going to call a travel against the Challengers. Maurer comes out of the ball game. Coppage comes back in. He started the game, but not the second half. 19-19. Both teams with a bucket apiece here in the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Eagles with the inbound. Reisinger. Now for Hill. Swings it. They try to get it inside to Maurer. Maurer being defended well by McFeeters. But good physicality there by Maurer to take it home. Eagles lead is now 2. Going the other way. It is Law with it. He can't get it to stick. Bounce pass up the floor, nearly broken up by Reese. They'll work it over, and around they go. Spangle had it for a moment. It is broken up by the Challengers. Marinkas out of backcourt. Frenetic action here in the third quarter of play. Marinkas has an open look from 3. It's good. Levi Marinkus. Unofficially, that's his third triple of the game to give the Challengers a 1-point lead. Spangle. Down in the corner it goes to Hill. Back to Spangle, looking for Maurer. His shot just a little bit short. Good defense there by Law. The runner by Reisinger, no good. They'll swing it around, and it is rejected by Levi Marinkus. Maurer going to drive the baseline. His shot no good. And we have an offensive foul called against the Eagles. Maurer getting ready to check back into the ball game for Cascade. And it looks like Reese is going to come out for a moment or two. So our challenger lineup, Law, Marinkus there in the backcourt. Also there is Braden Coppage there with the headband. Long, tall Austin Maurer, and then Matt McFeeters. Little conversation going on here between the official and Levi. During soccer season, I gave him the Kanye West Award for being the guy who's always talking. Now, what that conversation was about, I don't know. But I'm sure it was quite interesting. Challengers with the basketball, leading by 1. Law with it. And as Law goes on the drive, whistle called against the Eagles. That's going to go against Colby Hill. That'll be his first personal of the ball game. Both teams with just one team foul. Marinkus going to shoot from downtown. And he's on fire. Levi Marinkus puts the Challengers up by 4. And we have a whistle stopping play. And a call. I believe that is going to be against McFeeters, and that would be his second personal foul of the ball game. Media timeout called. Well, that's us, so let's go ahead and take one. John L. Scott scoreboard, Cascade Christian 25, Santiam Christian 21. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Back at the pavilion, John L. Scott scoreboard showing the Challengers with a 4-point lead here in the third quarter. That once again has been very frenetic in terms of pace, a lot of action, and we've seen a lot of good defense from both teams. As you see right there, Cody Reese getting a hand on it, disrupting the flow of play. Maurer against Coppage. Gets caught underneath the basket. He's going to have to dish it off to Spangle. Maurer gets it back against the shorter Coppage, but Braden doing a good job defensively there, but delivering the three from the corner. That's Devin Fitzpatrick. It's a 1-point game. 3:30 to go in the third. Law dumps it inside for Coppage. Now to Maurer. Pass up top to Morgan Law. Works his way through the traffic. Finds Coppage. Coppage being hounded defensively. Now to Maurer. Unfortunately, ball's loose, tipped around, and the Eagles come away with it. And ball ends up going out of bounds. Last touch by the Cascade Christian Challengers. I think Coach Rott might be asking the same question. I'm a little surprised that we didn't end up with a foul coming out of that, but Spangle from the corner, shot no good. Hill, though, after Coppage loses the handle on it, gets fouled, and now it is the Eagles back on top and an opportunity for a three-point play for Colby Hill. Hill has the look of a pretty good free throw shooter. Went 1 for 2 right before half. Can he make the Eagle lead 2? His shot short, no good. Maurer with the rebound. He'll dish off for Law out of backcourt. Feeds it for Marinkus. Levi. A little shake and bake. Picks up his dribble. Moving to the hoop is McFeeters. Matt McFeeters puts the Challengers back on top. A 1-point ball game with 2:29 left to go in the third. Maurer making a move against Marinkus. He'll fire it in the corner for Vanderhoof. Vanderhoof cans the triple. And the Eagles are back up by 2. Law with the rock. Making a move. Goes hard to the hole. Tries to dish it inside for Coppage. Santiam Christian player called for the push. Looks like that one's going to go against Hill. Both teams now with 3 team fouls. That's his second personal. Spangle's going to come out of the ball game. Into the ball game now will be Jackson Hughes, number 11. Marinkus got caught in the air, and then he ended up making a pass he shouldn't have, but Reisinger unable to can the free throw. And the ball was out of bounds, and they're going to give it to Cascade Christian. Not only is the pace of the game frenetic, but the substitutions are as well. That Challenger lineup for you is Maurer, Law, McFeeters, Marinkus, and Coppage. Levi Marinkus with the basketball. Moves to his right. Thinking about a move there, but he'll go ahead and wisely kick it back out for McFeeters. McFeeters loses the ball on the drive. Quickly up the floor it goes. Running it down is Vanderhoof. Vanderhoof. Around he goes, and now it's Reisinger going to make a move. Quick ball movement. Now Hill has the good look, but he can't get it to go. Offensive rebound comes out for Reisinger. His 3 ball is short. Law with the rebound. Morgan Law out of backcourt. Fires it over for McFeeters. He'll go ahead and drive. Kicks it back out now for Marinkus. Back it goes to Coppage. McFeeters, he has an open look, and that one is off target. Karam comes out to Hughes. Baher driving against McFeeters. Makes a move. The basketball is no good. Jump ball the call. It'll be Cascade Christian ball. The Coppage doing a nice job there to go ahead and tie it up and gets to work that way. And I'm sure he's glad it's not like the old days where he'd have to go do a jump ball against his opposing player. Challengers trail by 2 with 32 seconds left to go in the third. Maurer with the ball to Law. Law starts a drive. Going to go with the left hand. And he ties up the game. Quickly the other way. 17 seconds to go. Vanderhoof. Hill. Now Fitzpatrick with it. Try to work it inside, but the pass broken up. And as Baher falls to the floor, Ball is lost, and now with 4.4, the Challengers get it back. Coppage comes out. Reese will come in. Let's see what Morse has in the playbook for this. Pass broken up by Vanderhoof. But 3 seconds. Law's going to launch the long one, and it rims off. So we're kind of back to about where we were at the beginning of the quarter. Both teams with 12 points apiece in the third quarter. John L. Scott scoreboard. It is the Challengers and Eagles knotted up at 29. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be back with more right here on Table Rock Sports.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Getting ready to start the fourth quarter. The Challengers and the Eagles all tied up in this one. And it's going to be one of those games where you go, I don't know how this one's going to end. Because I tell you what, it's about as even as you would expect this matchup to be. Sometimes the game won't live up to its hype, but this one certainly has. It's been a good back and forth ball game. At one point in the third, the Challengers were up by 4, and then the Eagles enjoyed a brief lead for a period of time. So it's been that back and forth affair. Vanderhoof for Santiam Christian, along with Fitzpatrick, Colby Hill, Maurer, and Jackson Hughes. Taking the inbound, Colby Hill, guarded by Reese. Reese going toe-to-toe with him. Fitzpatrick trying to get an entry pass to Maurer, guarded by McFeeters. And ball's loose in there, and then trying to make a move. Missing the reverse is Hughes. Challengers with it. Reese dumps it off for Marinkus. He'll get it to Law. His 3-ball. Nothing but that. Morgan Law. He's shown a steadiness for the Challengers throughout the year. I don't know if this has been his most active game from a point output, but he's done a nice job of collecting rebounds and doing a lot of the little things. Hughes making a move to the hoop. He lays it up and in. Jackson Hughes draws the Eagles within 1. Reese. Surveying the land. Gets it to Maurer. Now for Laws. Law makes a move. He'll pull up from 10. And we have a foul called against Santiam Christian. That's going to go against Josh Maurer. Second personal, 4th team foul for Santiam Christian. Nobody in this game in any real foul trouble to speak of. Taking the inbound, Law fires to McFeeters. He'll go ahead and drive against Hughes. His shot just a little too hard. I think that's where you just see the defense of Maurer there kind of disrupting the flow. Concerned about his ability to block the shot. Challengers with a near steal against the Eagles. Hughes on the baseline. Guarded by Maurer. And he tries to dish it back out. And you can see his frustration there. And the ball goes out of bounds. We have those, I'm going to say it's Santiam Christian ball. A little discussion there, and the official over on the far side saying, yep, Challenger had their hand on it last. Vanderhoof bounce pass to Bauer. Bauer spins, goes to the hole. And he gives the Eagles the lead. It's 33-32. 6:01 to go. Cody Reese driving hard against the Eagles. And that's going to go against Wyatt Vanderhoff. And that's 5 team fouls now for the Eagles. McFeeters had it stolen away by Vanderhoof, but now it's taken by Reese. Reese against Bauer as he tries to make the move. They have a foul called against Bauer. Reese knew he was in some pretty deep weeds there. 5'9" against, I'm going to say about 6'7", 6'8". But he found a way, and he got Bauer to commit to the foul, and now he's at the free throw line. Reese, first free throw attempt, catches every part of the rim and falls. Tie up the game at 33 apiece. Braden Cobb is going to come into the ball game. Austin Maurer going to come out. 5:49 to go in the contest. Second attempt, that one rolls around and off. It's a tie ball game at 33 apiece. Bauer against McFeeters. He glides to the hole. A hand check called against the Challengers. That's going to go against Matt McFeeters. And that is his third personal foul of the ball game. Inbounding Bauer to Hill. Now to Bauer against Matt McFeeters. He tries to make a move, kicks it out for Hill. Hill going to drive to the hoop, but it is broken up by the Challengers. Cody Reese on there with some tough defense and some good help from his teammates. Reisinger with the basketball. He's going to drive, pulls up at the free throw line. His shot no good. And the ball's tipped around. Marinkas gets it. Levi feeds it back for Reese. Law going to drive. And we have a foul called against Santiam Christian. Devin Fitzpatrick gets whistled for the personal. And now that'll send Morgan Law to the free throw line. So 1-1. First attempt, it's good. Law putting the Challengers up by 1. Second attempt on its way. And that one's good. That's one of the things with the free throw shooters on this team. I can remember when the free throw shooting on this team was bad a couple of years ago, but that's not the case this year. This team pretty consistently right around the 70% range, and that's exactly where you want it at this level. 5:01 left to go in the ball game. Timeout called. John L. Scott scoreboard shows the Challengers up by 2. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be back with more high school action coming your way.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon at 950 Royal Avenue in Medford. Hope you are enjoying today's game. They have a wide range of eye care services for the entire family. Visit eyecaresouthern.oregon.com to learn how Dr. Brian Mitchell and his staff can help you with your vision needs. And also, for almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, vehicle, and business needs. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass supports our schools and communities, so when you hear that crash, think Bill's Glass. John L. Scott scoreboard showing a 2-point Challenger lead with 5:01 left to go in the ball game. It's Austin Maurer out on the floor along with Morgan Law, Cody Reese, Levi Marinkus, and Braden Coppage. We have Fitzpatrick in for the Eagles along with Josh Baher, Wyatt Vanderhoof, Jason Reisinger, and Colby Hill. Hill with the basketball on the high left wing. Moves around. Now it's to Fitzpatrick. Around the horn it goes. Baher eyeing the move. He goes to the hoop. And we've got a foul called against Cascade Christian. And that'll go against Maurer. That'll be his second personal foul at the free throw line. Josh Baher, the senior. His dad, Anthony, a one-time coach here at Santiam Christian. Baher good with the first. And the second, that one's good. Santiam Christian lead is one at 36-35. Reese with the drive to the hoop. It's good. Cody Reese with the drive. And I don't think there's anybody on this Eagle roster that can match his quickness. Baher against Maurer. Baher with the runner. Maurer there with the rejection. Challenger basketball. Law out of the backcourt. Up the floor it goes to Maurer. And he is fouled. A foul called against Josh Bauer, who cannot believe it. So that'll send Maurer to the free throw line. Other than a couple of big threes early in the ball game, relatively quiet game for him. But he makes the first free throw attempt. And he puts the Challengers up by 2. Second attempt. That one's good. Challenger lead is now 3 with 4:04 left to go in the game. Hill with the rock. Reisinger, bounce pass now to Spangle, who's in the ball game. Tried inside, Spangle, double team though underneath. They'll kick it out for Hill. Hill gonna drive hard to the hole. His shot rejected. That looked like a good block from here, but the officiating crew saying otherwise. And then we have immediate timeout call. 3:44 left to go in the ball game. Challengers with a 3-point lead, but the Eagles with an opportunity to draw closer. Stick around. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Back here at the Pavilion, 3:44 to go. The Challengers with a tenuous 3-point lead against Santiam Christian in what has been a fun ball game to call, I must say. It's our sponsors that help make this live high school athletic action available for you, including our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore Jeep Dodge Chrysler. Visit lithiasuperstore.com to find your next ride. Also thanks to Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon, our presenting sponsor with 7 locations to serve you. Challengers back out on the floor with Law, Reese, McFeeters, Maurer, and Marinkus. Colby Hill at the free throw line. He makes the first, making it a 2-point game. Second attempt on its way. That one's good. 1-point game with 3:43 left to go. Reese with the basketball, moving to his left. And he finds the backdoor cutter. McFeeters, but he just shot it too hard. But we have a whistle and a foul called against Santiam Christian. I didn't catch there over the public address because I haven't been putting those up on the, I don't know, we got something going on with our scoreboard here or not, but they haven't given us the individual player fouls and such. But right now at the free throw line is Matt McFeeters. 9 team fouls for the Eagles. First free throw attempt. Rims around and down. Challengers now up by 2. One more coming for Matt. The 6'2 forward. Second attempt, a little too much English on that one. It's a 2-point game at 40-38. Challengers almost caught napping defensively. And we'll have a foul called against Cascade Christian. But you got to watch for those runouts off the missed free throws. And I think that's going to be a conversation that young Mr. Marinkus will be having with assistant coach Ryan McLemore. Reisinger at the free throw line. He misses this one. Scoreboard showing 40-38 with 3:19 to go. Reese feeds it to Law. Law's going to pull up inside, and he gets it to go. He's not the fastest guy in the world, but he's got good size. He knows how to use it, and he puts the Eagles up by 4. Bounce pass down on the low block to Baher, guarded by McFeeters, and it's broken up by by Marinkus. Marinkus goes to the hole. That's got to be a technical right there. That is ridiculous. I've heard of hard fouls, but that's just, you can't do that. That's going to be called against, I'm sure it's just one of those frustration, desperation type of fouls on the part of Mr. Vanderhoof, but that's just a little rough for this game. Marinkus makes the free throw, so it'll be a flagrant called against Vanderhoof. Next attempt, that one's good. Challenger lead is now 6. .248 left to go in the ball game. Challengers open up a 6-point lead. I believe that may well be the biggest lead anybody's had in this ball game. So we'll see how big that foul. It may be one of those deals where that foul is not half as bad as it looked, but Morgan Law Cans of 3 to put the Challengers up by 9. Now you talk about a timely bucket. Suddenly that hill that Santiam Christian's got to climb just got a little bit steeper. Reisinger with it. He makes a move. And we have a timeout called by Santiam Christian. 2:22 left to go. The Challenger lead is 9 on your John L. Scott scoreboard. Stick around. We've got more action coming your way on TableRockSports.net.
My Circle K, powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
US Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All US Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. US Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for US Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
2:22 left to go in the ball game. Jim McCoy along with Diego Jimenez bringing you the Challengers and Eagles. A 9-point ball game. But a team the caliber of Santiam Christian, I wouldn't be feeling too safe about that. Still got to make the stops. Try to avoid the fouls. You can still see there's a little bit of discussion going on between the officials and Coach Ropp, and perhaps rightfully so, about some of the things going out of the floor. Fitzpatrick, inbounds for Reisinger. Law's got him defensively. Bounce pass in the high post to Spangle. Now for Fitzpatrick. His shot in and out. Maurer there with the rebound. And he'll outlet for Law. Morgan out of backcourt, showing some good handles, moving to his left. Hill's there with the defense. And we have a whistle stopping play. Turnover against Cascade Christian. Not real sure about that one, but they didn't ask for my opinion on it, so I'll just leave it go. Meanwhile, Spangle, his shot just a little bit short. You can tell these guys can shoot the basketball. They just can't get them to drop. Law to Reese. Guarded by Hill. Works through traffic. And he's going to try to kick it back out, and they're going to call a travel against Cascade Christian. Some of the Challenger officials, faithful, differing with the officials on that one. Nonetheless, after it's all said and done, Challengers up by 9. Reisinger from the short corner. It's good. Nice looking shot there from Reisinger. And we have a foul called against Fitzpatrick in the backcourt. 2-shot foul now. The Eagles in the double bonus. Challengers right now with 16 fouls. Keeping in mind that the Eagles are just 2 made threes away from tying up this ball game, I don't know that I would get too relaxed and that I would make sure I'm taking care of business. Marinkas does that with his first attempt. If I were going with a player of the game today, it might well be Levi. I really get a kick out of him. He's a really fun kid. Speaking as somebody who works at Cascade Christian. And then helped out with the soccer team there. He's 1 for 2 and just friendly, and I just think coming to Cascade was a new lease on life for the young man. Meanwhile, Bauer, cross-court pass. Shot, no good. Ball's loose on the floor, and Marinkas has it taken away. And going back the other way, Reisinger, he'll kick it back out now for Hill. Hill, Fitzpatrick, his shot a little bit long. Rebound by McFeeters. And we'll have a foul called against Colby Hill. And that will send Matt McFeeters to the free throw line. .49 seconds to go. Free throw attempt on its way. It's good. Challenger lead is now 8. One of 4 challengers on this squad who will be graduating this Saturday. McFeeters makes the second. He, Levi Marinkas, Morgan Law, all seniors, Braden Coppage. Colby Hill from the corner, his shot long, no good. Ball's tipped around. Spangle gets it. Works it to Reisinger. Reisinger gets a screen down to the corner. It goes to Bauer. He'll try the triple. His shot short. Law with it. Coming out of backcourt is Marinkas. He tries to stuff it, but he can't get it to go. He had warned me he was going to try that. He's got the hops for it, but didn't quite work there. Meanwhile, going the other way. And that's a three-point shot. Good by Colby Hill. And I hate to say it. That may not have been the best time for it. Not with this team. With 15 seconds left, you got to think 6-point lead. Should be able to pull it off, but with all that can happen, 15 seconds is a long time in high school basketball. And that 2 points we didn't get on that trip down the floor, you know, it could cost you. You don't want that. You don't want that hanging over your head. But I get it. I mean, I don't blame him. I mean, I would have probably done the same thing if I could do anything more than jump over a phone book. Table Rock Sports says thank you to over the 100 new YouTube subscribers this spring. It helps us keep the games coming. Go to youtube.com, search Table Rock Sports, and click on the red subscribe button if you would like to join the team. And again, thank you for your support of high school sports in Southern Oregon. And that also goes to the wide array of business sponsors. Also want to tip of the hat to those who support Challenger Athletics. Our presenting sponsor this year is George Fox University. And we thank you them for stepping up, one of the premier private colleges on the West Coast. Also, our gold level sponsors like Precision Electric, Adroit Construction, Human Being, Providence, Medford Medical Center, Pronto Print, State Farm, Agent Russell Brown, Abba Freight Systems, Wilson Equipment, and then over at the purple level, Mini Pet Mart, Trinity Counseling, Big Town Hero, Central Equipment, Dorner Enterprises, and Dairy Queen, all of them, you know, and more. Help keep the athletic programs at Cascade Christian going strong. McFeeters with the inbound, the long pass down the floor to the receiver, Reese, and Reese is just going to pull it up. And as you can see there, they knew that one was coming as he pulls it out of there, and immediately 3 Eagle defenders close in on him. And now you go to the free throw line. Hill and Reese, you see these guys compete, but they're brothers after all at the end of the day, and they know that. And you can just see it in some of the interaction on the floor, and I like it. Free throw attempt by Reese is good. The Challenger lead is 7. 51-44, Challenger lead. 52-48, and of course I suppose that gives me opportunity on this solemn occasion to remember all of those that have given the ultimate sacrifice in service of their country, and how much we appreciate they all welded them, because after all, we're the home of the free because of the brave. Back to basketball, the Cascade Christian Challengers come away 8-point winners at 52-44. We'll take a quick timeout, and then we'll do a quick post-game wrap coming up here on TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships, rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Back here at the Cascade Christian Pavilion, and both teams gather at center court. Just kind of a little post-game prayer, and then Santiam, of course, from Adair Village up in the Corvallis area. They'll be headed home soon, so prayers for safe travel for them. Meanwhile, the Challengers run their record to 6-0 on the season, and a hard-fought victory against Santiam Christian. That 8-point margin doesn't reflect the fact that it was a nip-and-tuck battle all the way. In fact, Santiam Christian with a lead through parts of the third quarter. And then finally, the Challengers able to come up with some big plays down the stretch, and maybe perhaps one of the biggest ones was a foul called, a flagrant foul called against Santiam Christian versus... That was Cody Reese that got sent to the free throw line. So the Challengers with a nice victory here, and they'll be in action again tomorrow night, and it'll be right here on Table Rock Sports, so don't miss it. The tip-off time is 6 o'clock. Mark McLemore and I should be going to action at about 10 minutes till. Until then, I'm Jim McCoy for Diego Jimenez. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you on behalf of everyone at TableRockSports.net. Have a great afternoon.